Yo, it's Jofamingo. It's Jofamingo, and you're watching American Drool. Look, I'm very disappointed. Very, very disappointed. What am I disappointed in? I am disappointed in the PS5. The PS5 is not at all what I thought it would be. Um, Now, before I go any further, um, I want to say at least, let me be honest with you guys, all right? I don't actually have a PS5. All right. The reason I know that I'm disappointed with the PS5 is because I have friends who have the PS5, and I've played the PS5 on a bunch of different occasions. I played different games on it. Well, mostly games that you can get from the store, and uh, I just yeah, the games look better. Okay, the games look better. I just it's not like there's nothing revolutionary about it, and I'm not a tech guy. I'm not a, like, oh well, the this and that, and there's 34 bits and 30,000 this and DPUs and all this other stuff. I'm not that guy. All right, I don't know if the specs are like next level, but all I know is what I see and how I interact with the system. And the way I interact with the system is it's the same way I interact with the PS4. Um, I really thought that the PS4 was gonna be this super like high tech, like just super computer type thing, right? And it turned out to be like this regular thing. I we had such high expectations for the PS4. I remember reading like articles and looking at stuff online where people were like, "Oh, the PS4 is gonna have like holographic technology, and it's gonna be able to like, and it's gonna be like virtual reality." And some of that, ended up being true, like with the VR. But it was like very, very mediocre. It's like if you've played um, the Oculus, right? If you've played any of the Oculus games, you'll be able to see a huge difference between what the Oculus gives you as far as like I don't know, ability, and what the PS4 gives you as far as its like ability. And not just like the ability to not just like the ability to wow you, but just also in the ability to entertain. It's just very entertaining. Even like there's simple games, even the simple games on the Oculus Rift is are like way more. They're more fun than a lot of the games that I've played on the PlayStation VR. It's like they just threw it together, man. It's like they threw the PlayStation VR games together and was just like, here, play this. We know that the Oculus Rift is like um super cool, and we know you wanted something like that for the PS4, but not gonna happen. What we will do though is we'll give you this this mediocre like cheap version of the Oculus Rift. But we're gonna charge you like half the price of the Oculus Rift though. Don't worry about that. But it's not gonna be anywhere near as intuitive, and it's not gonna be anywhere near as fun as the Oculus Rift. Just know that. Um, and that's just like a disservice, you know what I mean? Because everybody thought that they were gonna get this incredible system. Do you even realize how many fan made um, PS4 uh, systems people were like creating? They were creating some like next level stuff. They were creating some really, really high tech stuff that people were getting hyped over, man. People were getting real hyped over that, and it never happened. It never happened, and it's sad. It's sad because you you want when you're playing when you're waiting on a system, right, for like 5 years. All of this hype surrounds it. And it's not like the creators don't know about this hype. It's not like they're not reading the blogs. It's not like they're not online looking at what people think is going to happen versus what is actually going to happen. It's not like they don't know. You know what I mean? So why then would you go and make a system that isn't going to do anything like what people think it's going to do? Even though you see all of this hype around people people getting a system like, for instance, one of the main things people thought was going to be on the PS4 was a projector. Like, yes, people thought it was going to be holographic and all that, but one of the main things people thought, at least, was that there was gonna be like a projection system on the PS4, and it never happened. It never happened, and that's a shame because it's like, why waste that type of opportunity to give people what they think they want. At least give us what we think we want. That way we can say, okay, well, the last time we got this, we didn't like it, so hopefully they don't do that again. And I know that's like, oh, that's a lot of money to put on a if. You know what I mean? Oh, if you don't like it, then la di da di da. You know what I mean? They're spending a lot of money on an if. But my whole thing is like, well, how are you getting your data otherwise? What are you basing? Like, I know you have like focus groups and stuff that come in and test the game and all of that. But like, what type of people are these? Like, are these like people that are in the colleges and stuff, and they're actually trying to design games themselves? Like, you can't take those people's words for it. At least not like completely. You got to get like you got to go to like the skate parks and round up some people. You got to go to like, you know what I mean? You got to go to like the Pokemon conventions in the freaking and the Comiccon conventions, and you got to get some people, man, and be like, hey, we're doing some testing for the new PS6, and we want you guys to let us know what you think about it. Those are those are your customers right there. Those are literally your customers. You know what I mean? And those customers are going to tell you, hey, we wish it'd be cool if you guys put a projection system on this thing. It'd be cool. How is it that um, Nintendo can make a system like the Switch? They made an entire system out of. They made a system look like a tablet. That's very intuitive. Now they may not have the games everybody want. I mean, they have a lot of the games people want, but the point is they made a system that was like intuitive, and it's like something you could use every day. If I had a projection system on my PS4, and I could turn my PS4 to the wall and project my game onto the wall, do you know how awesome that would be? Do you know how awesome that would just be incredible? Like, you have to do stuff like that. The reason why the the reason why the PS2 was the I think it still is the highest selling console ever, if I'm not mistaken. But you want to know why it was one of the highest, or the highest console sold ever? Was because it had a Blu-ray player on it. The hardware that was on the system mattered. It was something that people wanted, and that you could only get. Well, it was easier. It fulfilled a lot of different things. It fulfilled a lot of different things. It made you go, hey, I need a Blu-ray player, and I also want a gaming system. I want the new gaming system, and this gives me both. This is a no-brainer. Imagine if you created a system, right, where you didn't need a TV. Could you imagine? I mean, and then you could make your system look like a a microwave, and it would be okay. It would be okay if your system looked like a microwave then, because it has all this hardware in it. You know, they haven't done anything like that since. At least I think they haven't done anything like that since. It's like they're just giving you bits and pieces now, and they don't really care what happens. They don't care if you actually like it or not. As long as they give you something better than what you had before, to them, it's okay. As long as it was better, as long as the specs are better, you know. And I just think that's just so disingenuous. I think that's just really, really a waste of what could be. You know what I mean? You could have another best sold system of all time. You could have that if you start paying attention to what's important. And innovation is important. It's not just about the controller. And I can understand, like, if even if you got the controller right, and you put, like, I saw this thing online when I was looking into the PlayStation 5, and I was like, oh wow, the PlayStation 5 is gonna have like a screen in the middle of the controller, and that's what a lot of people thought. Like there was gonna be like a little mini screen inside the controller, like you know how in the Dreamcast it had that little thing in the middle. We all thought the PlayStation was gonna have like a little mini touchscreen, you know, in the middle of the controller. And we're gonna and we can access all of our memory and our trophies and everything through that. And it turns out no. At least I don't think they made anything like that. And then they go around, they make the PlayStation 5 look like a air purifier or something. Am I wrong? Guys, does it not look like an air purifier? It looks like an I'm gonna tell you what, when I first went to my friend's house to play the PS5, I literally did not, I knew what it looked like, but I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it at first because it just looked like it looked like a fan or something. That's what it looked like. It looked like a fan. And I'm just like, so this is it, huh? This is the PS5 everybody's been trying to get their hands on. And I was already underwhelmed just by the way it looked cuz they could have made it look so much cooler. They could have made it look so much cooler. And it's like, wow, man, you guys dropped the ball on this one. You dropped the ball, man. I've seen um I've seen fan made image after fan made image of PS5s that look incredible. And I'm just like, man, I'd like to have that in my house. Only to find out that it's not actually true. And it's not going to look anything like that, you know? And that's just disappointing, man. But anyways, that's just my view on it. I don't know. Maybe my opinion will change. Maybe in the future they'll create like an updated version where there's like different stuff on it, you know. But this is the system that we're gonna be stuck with if they don't do anything new. This is what we're gonna be stuck with for the next 6 years, maybe even longer, you know. And I just think that's just it's so disappointing, at least to me, you know. So you let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.